What's up everybody, Steve here. Today I'm going to talk about the 10 most common complaints that guests have and provide bad reviews online, how you guys can avoid those, and also ultimately increase your revenue because you're going to get better reviews and reduce the amount of bad reviews on your short-term rental properties. All right, the first one is missing supplies. Look, you have to make sure that you guys provide the necessary items just like a hotel room. So you got to want to make sure you're going to provide soap, shampoo, conditioner, additional cleaning supplies, toilet paper, hand towels, anything that somebody would need at a hotel room. Make sure you guys provide that. Also, go above and beyond, provide a certain amount of coffee as well. There's other things that you guys can do to not only just be the status quo, but actually provide above and beyond. That's gonna reduce any kind of bad reviews, but alternatively provide you guys good reviews, which is going to help increase the amount of income that you guys have on your short-term rental. The second one is cleanliness. This is a big one, guys. If you guys are cleaning the properties yourselves, or if you have a cleaning company, be sure that you have somebody that's going in and routinely going in after the cleaners have gone through. Make sure that it's up to your standards, because this is a simple way to get a bad review, and ultimately it's going to affect your income. So be sure that these places are clean, very clean, so you guys can avoid any kind of bad reviews. The third one is poor night's sleep. I did another video on bad reviews because of bad beds. I'm going to put a link for you guys below in the description so you guys can take a look at that video as well. But having a real estate office inside of a short-term rental complex, we have people coming in, and a lot of people came in talking about how bad of a night's sleep that they had because of the poor quality of the bed. The fourth complaint that we see a lot is the lack of communication between the host and the guest. Now, what you'll see too is you'll see a lot of really good reviews because the host really was responsive. Even if there was an issue, you could see 5-star reviews because the host took care of an issue and it was written about from the guests. So be sure that you guys are timely in responding to the guests and any of their needs, because that is going to affect whether they're going to provide you a good or a bad review. The fifth complaint that we see a lot is the lack of or just poor quality of Wi-Fi. I did another video on when we went to explore an island in Florida where we crashed there for a few nights to test out different vacation rental properties. Very cool island. It's called North Captiva over on the Gulf Coast of Florida. And we were out there just exploring potential future short-term rental investments for ourselves. And the big thing out there for us, because we still had to conduct business and everything else, was the poor quality of the Wi-Fi. So be sure you figure out anything and everything you can do to make sure that you have good Wi-Fi. Because look, people, they're on vacation, but a lot of people work remotely and they still have to take care of business regardless if they're on vacation or not. The sixth complaint that we see is complaints about amenities or defective amenities. In that same video, or maybe another video that I did on that North Captiva, but basically the chairs that they provided were just all garbage. You couldn't even sit in them. The grill, there was 2 grills there. One was a charcoal grill that was really tore up. The other one was a propane grill without any propane in it. So if you guys are marketing that you guys have certain amenities available for somebody's stay, make sure that you guys provide them. Another time we were in Tennessee, just outside of Gatlinburg, and the cabin, beautiful cabin, and we had all these steaks and ribs and everything ready to cook up, and we got there kind of late, around 6 o'clock at night, and we're getting ready to do a feast, and sure enough, there was no propane for the grill, so we were pretty much scrambling what we were going to do for dinner that night. And we called guest services and they were not able to get somebody out. So anyway, it made the overall experience just not great, especially for our first night there. The next complaint that we see is not handling or resolving emergency situations in a timely manner. And this can go back to guest host communication. But basically, if there is an emergency, if something is going on with that guest and they need something in a timely manner that's a true emergency, it's imperative to ensure that things are getting done in a timely manner. Another bad review that we see a lot is access to amenities, access issues. So, especially for the front door, you got to make sure that they have their code or their key well in advance. They know where to go for a key. We always do keyless entry. It makes it very easy. It's all Wi-Fi to enable as well, so we can change codes from afar. But make sure the front door, they have easy access, especially with people getting in very late, midnight, 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, because they have, a crazy flight schedule. And also access to amenities. If you guys are marketing it, there's a fitness center or a pool or whatever the case is, you got to make sure that they have the necessary codes and access to these amenities at the property. The next one we see sometimes is construction noises. Look, even in the complex that I'm in here, there's a lot of different remodels going on at one time, and that can have an effect. And a lot of times, unfortunately, it's something out of your control. But the one thing that you do have control of is communication with your guest. You can explain that, hey, you know what, we're in the off season, or this community allows remodels to happen completely all the way through. Or let's say it's a house and there's a house being built next door to it. You want to communicate that with your guest and explain there is construction noise going on. This way they're prepared for it. If they're coming into a situation and there's construction going on from 8 o'clock until 6 o'clock at night every day, and they're not prepared for it, they're going to be upset. They're going to write a bad review. So you could offset that by maybe providing them even a small discount, some sort of gift certificate of some sort as well. So there's different things that you can do to at least be proactive and prep the guests for construction noise. And the last one is misinformation. This is big. If you guys are offering something in your Airbnb or your vacation rental property, and it's on the websites, whether it's VRBO, Airbnb, your own site, and you're inputting in there that, let's say, it has a washer and dryer and you did it by mistake, but you don't have a washer and dryer in the unit, be sure that you guys are thoroughly going through and ensuring that everything is 100% correct, because the last thing you want to do is have somebody upset because you stated in the marketing materials that that was provided and it's not. If you guys got any value out of this, I appreciate a thumbs up. And also, I'm going to drop the playlist for you guys on multiple other videos regarding short-term rental properties and how you guys can maximize revenue if you guys are investing in this type of real estate investment property. And as always, I appreciate every subscriber on this channel. Thanks a lot for being here.